we're going to do next is we're going to talk about Android for cars. That's right. We're going to talk about bringing the best of Google on the road. And to help us do that, we actually have Brad Herley, who is the Partner Development Manager for Google, and Kim Cianci, who is the Global Partner in Enablement with Google. So, are you both ready? All right. Come on up. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. It's a privilege and honor to be here, especially sharing the stage right after Secretary Granholm and in front of all of you here in person, watching the presentation later, and on live stream. So, wanted to first say that we are here today to present a couple different things about Google. And you may say, all right, well, Google has been here in the past for ads and things like that. We're here to talk about two different products that you can use to sell cars, to promote usage of vehicles, and all of that. Between Brad and myself, we have 30 years of experience at Google. That's not exactly as much as we have in the automotive industry, but Google has been in automotive for about 10 years. So, as it says here, I'm a Partner Enablement Manager, meaning I work on training and support to help you with our mutual customers. And Brad?
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Brad Herley. I'm the Partner Development Manager, kind of more business side, but look after our partnerships with most of the North American automakers. I will say it is a privilege to be here. As a car enthusiast, I vividly remember being young, walking into a bookstore and picking up the physical NADA guide to figure out how much I needed to save for my second car, because my first car was, well, like a lot of our first cars, it left a little bit to be desired. It was a manual transmission though, so I have that going, and I'm glad to see that it's making a bit of a comeback.
Great. Let's move on.
All right, so as Kim said, we have some experience in automotive, but we have a lot of passion for automotive. You may be asking, why is Google here? Kim alluded to, outside of being enthusiasts ourselves and truly caring about our manufacturers, our dealer partners, and our consumers, we have a clear vision for automotive and what that means. And that is to create a safe and seamless connected experience in the car and be helpful in every drive. Kim alluded to this. 10 years or over a decade in experience in automotive, either in the vehicle with Android, helping users have that safe and seamless and connected drive, helping dealers get in touch with prospective clients, and helping those clients actually make the purchase. Another addition is our cloud business, where we help manufacturers harness the power of their data to help better their business and processes. So, a few things that we're going to cover in our time together today. We're going to talk about two different products, Android Auto and Google Built-in, how they can help you sell cars and services, how they can help consumers, and ultimately how they can help you and all of the dealers in the audience grow your respective businesses. And then Kim's going to walk us through how we all can be involved better together. We're going to start with our projected product, Android Auto. Android Auto brings the best of your phone into the car and is compatible with over 200 million vehicles and counting across nearly all major car manufacturers. What is Android Auto? Android Auto,
Welcome to the new era.
Oh, live video. I didn't know that the sound was going to play. All right, thanks for keeping me on the toes. Android Auto seamlessly mirrors a user's phone into the car, either via a wireless connection or a wired cable, and comes pre-installed on every Android device. Android Auto is a Google application that was released in 2015 and automatically adapts to any screen size that a car has, whether it's a portrait display, landscape display, or even newer pillar-to-pillar beautiful panorama displays. It's built for simplification. We understand that drivers are busy and on the go and need to focus on the core objective of driving safely. So it is simplified for multitasking and really allows them to bring the best of their phone into the vehicle, whether it's via contacts, media, navigation, etc. Android Auto is continuously updated. We're excited that we recently announced here in Las Vegas last month that EV routing features are now integrated within Android Auto, just allowing that kind of simplicity and seamless nature across the device. Our next product that we're going to talk about is the embedded experience of Google Built-in. Google Built-in was launched in 2020, first with the Polestar 2, but is now in 12 major auto manufacturers and more growing. Now, you may ask, why do these brands utilize Google Built-in versus Android Auto? These manufacturers choose Google Built-in for a more embedded, customized, cohesive experience that really is building the future of the kind of automotive platform. A little bit more in detail on Google Built-in. It brings the best of Google, whether it's the Google Assistant, Google Maps, or additional apps to the Google Play Store. So users can stay connected on the go and have kind of more of an engaged experience, really in the larger format, bespoke for a specific vehicle or vehicle brand.
And if I can make a comment there too,
please.
It's not just Google Assistant, Maps, and Play. There's other pieces to the whole experience, right? Brad just mentioned about the announcement of EV routing for Android Auto. We've also announced Chrome in cars, which is something that's coming to more Google built-in vehicles as well. So there's not just these three main apps, there's quite a bit to the overall experience.
And we understand the importance of apps, especially from a dealer perspective. You're helping educate your consumers and showing kind of the differences of what's going to help sell a vehicle. So we're excited about the growing portfolio of apps and the ecosystem that really brings a better experience and kind of reasons to believe to your consumers. Google Built-in also brings deeper vehicle controls, whether it's through HVAC, EV routing, as Kim mentioned, and even more. And one of the great things about Google Built-in is that it's not just for Android phones. This is a misconception. If you're an iPhone user, your phone will work in Google Built-in. So Android, iPhone, it doesn't matter, and it's really, really powerful. And with over-the-air updates, this was mentioned in an earlier presentation, it gets better and better over time. We continue to roll out new EV features and just new ways to engage your customers. Personalization is also at the heart of Google Built-in. It allows for, going back to our vision of being safe and seamless and connected in every drive. So here, Google Built-in allows a driver or a passenger a great experience throughout their navigation, media controls, keeping tabs on your insanely busy schedule, or in my case, helping me be a better son by calling my mom. Kim touched on this, but we're happy to continue to roll out EV features and have deep integration within all of the EV vehicles utilizing Google Built-in. We understand that there's some friction in the marketplace and customers are understandably concerned where to find chargers. So with Google Built-in, our goal is to help these EV drivers navigate with confidence and help you sell those EVs in as well, really minimizing any friction or pain points and helping them in their charging journey. So we briefly touched on these two products. We can go into a tremendous amount of more detail, but Kim's going to walk us through how you, dealers in the audience, can really get involved and we can partner better together.
Thanks, Brad. Okay. All right, so you see here it says driving adoption and usage. Now, we talked about being able to sell cars. We know that the infotainment screen alone is not going to be the only thing that influences someone's purchase decision, but we do believe that it is a big one, right? And so we talked only about Android Auto and Google Built-in today. I'm going to focus a little bit more on Google Built-in than the Android Auto experience, just around the subscription adoption piece and all of that. So it is the decision. Brad had mentioned how, with Google Built-in, there is that more connected, more personalized experience that OEMs can take. And that's also part of it for the overall experience, that whether there is a subscription adoption, whether there's a free trial, different OEMs do different things here. Some of our partners offer connectivity throughout, like for 3, 5, 8 years. Some of them only offer a free trial for a month, right? So a big thing and key thing that I'll talk on soon in another slide or two is around making sure that there is usage from the beginning. Because once a customer uses the product and they've done it once, done it twice, they're more likely to continue to use it. So, think of the rental car industry even. If you go and you rent a car and you've used Android Auto once or twice, the next time you go to use a car, you're more likely to use it. The same thing here, right? So we really do believe that we can help drive subscription adoption of Google Built-in, and those types of services, say OnStar or the other connected services out there that sometimes Google Built-in will get bundled into, these users will want that type of experience, right? Brad had mentioned about how this is used across Android and iOS. One of the apps that we mentioned is embedded in the vehicle is Google Maps. Many of you have probably used Google Maps in your lifetime, and that's something that is already there in the screen and works across the different systems. So that can help with driving, easy adoption because it's something you already use on your phone already. And Brad also mentioned about over-the-air updates. So and he talked about being young and having that guide. When I was little, I still am little, I guess, I was always told the second that you drive that car off the lot, it reduces, its value is gone, right? Like it goes down half in value or whatever the old adage was. Well, with this technology, that value can continue, right? And actually improve. The customer experience can get better because new features are coming all of the time. Either things that can fix functionality, or just new things like chroming cars, cast, a number of different things like that too. So that was just a real quick piece there. I just want to talk a little bit then about some best practices and next steps of how you can get involved and how we'd love to get involved with all of you. So my partner enablement team, one of our mantras essentially is know it, use it, love it. And that goes across not only for our OEM partners, dealerships, users, etc. So we want to make sure you do kind of these three pillars here of learn, advocate, and improve. So we want to make it easy for you at the dealership to be able to get the training materials and training assets, the ones that work for you. Maybe it's best to do online training. Maybe it works better to have a one-sheeter or a checklist. We have a lot of this type of material that we can use and that you can then use in your dealerships. The biggest piece, though, then, is advocacy. So again, you have to know what it is to be able to use it and then love it. So in terms of this, I mentioned one-sheeters, guides like that. We actually have an online demo that is mobile, tablet, and web-friendly that can be utilized at a number of different ways. And so that's something that maybe you don't have the cars signed in when you're in the showroom, but you could pull up your phone and show a little bit of the capability of what Google Built-in has to offer. If you have tablets or things like that, or anything that you have screens where people are waiting, and browsing and looking around in the showroom itself, you could actually pull up the demo there and people can go through. Brad mentioned about different capabilities in the car with HVAC and those types of things. When you go through the demo yourselves, you can see that you can actually use your voice to change to turn the seat heaters on and things like that in the car and get that personalized overall connected experience. The other piece is here too, whenever we're thinking about making sure that people are using it and that they love it. Whenever you first get your car, you're excited about a number of different things, right? You might just be excited about how it looks. You might be excited to go see how that 0 to 60 works.
So many reasons.
Yeah, many, many reasons. Getting signed in before you leave the lot is incredibly important. And we want to make sure, we know that everybody just wants to get out and get on the road. But two of those things really about getting out on the road, some of the first things you might do, I know when I bought my last car, I wanted to call my parents and say, hey, I got the car, I'm in it. And I also was not familiar really of where the dealership was located, so I needed to navigate to my next place. Why not have people sign in and do one of the first actions here of either calling someone or navigating to their next location?
And you also want to free up your salespeople to go sell the next car, right? You also want to increase your customer satisfaction scores, and we see that people that sign in or have this educational onboarding experience are more satisfied, and ultimately is going to reflect best on your business as well.
Exactly, thank you. And the last piece here is improve. We're not here today to just tell you, hey, Android Auto, Google Built-in, these are just great products, you need to be pushing them. We want to know what works and what resonates for you. If it is something like handouts or QR codes that you're looking for to more online material, or things like our online demonstrations and things like that that we have, we want to hear from you because you're the eyes and ears to our mutual customers, and we really truly do want to improve the customer experience and the product experience across the board. And what would be a Google presentation without bringing up Google Ads? So typically at NADA, the Google Ads team has been here. We haven't been in this capacity. Both Brad and I in previous years at Google have both been part of the ads team. But the point here is that you can utilize Google Ads to promote these products that we're talking about, right? Being able to promote some of the benefits and features of Android Auto, being able to promote those same types of things for Google built-in. So that's our point here today, right? Being able to connect across multiple touch points and areas in the path to purchase, whether it's in the consideration phase, building awareness, all of those different things.
And using some of the investments that Google is making in AI and ML to your advantage to message your customers and ultimately drive your business.
Exactly. And then, we're in uncertain times across so many different aspects. And so being able to create goal-oriented campaigns or optimizing your accounts and things like that through experimenting and trying different calls to action. So that's the point of Google Ads for this particular presentation. We talked about Android Auto a bit, and we also talked about Google Built-in. If you go to this website, it's our Google Built-in website, you can see and take the online demo for yourself. So take it for a spin. Just going to built-in.google/cars. I think we also have it working.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, exactly. It also works without the hyphen. We were smart enough to know that people might just write built-in. So you can go there and learn a little bit more about the product experience itself. And one of the things, too, that is part of that experience, I can just go back for one quick second. Part of that experience, when Brad talked about how good of a son he is for calling his mom.
I try.
One of the other things that you can actually do with Google Built-in is, in this growing age of smarter and smarter homes, is you can actually turn off your lights at home or do other things at home from your vehicle. And so you'll be able to test drive some of those things when you go to that online demo. So that's what we had prepared for you today. We wanted to make sure that we left room for questions. And you'll see the QR code up here. If you do nothing else in the next 30 to 45 seconds, if you can scan that QR code, there's only 3 quick things there that will allow you then to get connected with us. Because as I mentioned, we want to know what resonates for you. We want to know the types of things that can help you. We know that, again, that it's not just these products that are going to help you sell cars, but there's all sorts of different things that we can do and partner together. And we are very hungry for feedback to understand what works for all of you. So if you want to get connected with us as well, you can do it through the survey or the alias here. Android for cars, you do need the hyphen for this one, -NADA24@google.com. And you can let us know things that, even feedback that you're getting that will help you and help us together stay connected on this journey down the road. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And we're happy to take questions here, or we'll be on the side of the stage as well, whatever your preference is. Just really happy and really excited to be here, so thank you.
Any questions?
Looks like Mike's being passed around. Thank you. Maybe not. All right. Oh, we have one question.
Now? Thank you.
Perfect.
I can see your tool being very, very useful in customer retention. And down the line, as you said, the first sign up and getting them used to using that, not only for Google Maps and such as that, but also to plan their oil changes, their service events, and such as that. I've spent over 50 years in the automotive industry, and that's where I see it going.
Absolutely. going back to the personalization piece, if you sign in and you save your favorite dealer, click that button, or even sync to your calendar. I schedule my oil change, or through your automated tool, it populates on my calendar. Boom, click the button on my screen, or even on my phone, and it sends it right to the car. Hop in the morning, drive to your dealership, get that oil change. Yeah, so it's not just about selling cars, it's about your services, it's about connectivity packages, and it's about evolving with the automotive landscape at the same time.
Yeah, and one of the things that our partner enablement team does, we really focus on what we call post-production and post-production support. So it's not just the early stuff, thinking of before you get the vehicle. It's about that support. It's about that experience. It's about how to make those types of things better for customers. So that's an area where we are really trying to focus as well.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you. Going once, going twice.
All right, we will hang around for a little bit, but thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Have a great show.